You're watching 11 Alive Morning News. 11 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
We're kicking off your 11 minutes of nonstop news with a look at your weather and traffic.
Chesley bringing in fall today.
Yeah, fall starts today. Officially starts at 9:03 tonight, and it won't be until tonight that we'll start to feel it, because today it's going to be hot out there. Temperatures will be back into the 90s once again. Front up here to the north will make its way through the area. Now, most of us won't see much of this at all as far as any changes, except for increase in clouds, and our winds will start to pick up as well. Only one or two of us may see an isolated shower out of this. It's going to be very dry as it pushes through like it is right now. Temperatures are running in the 60s for the most part. You got some 70s out there, 72 degrees right now in Atlanta, and some 50s up here to the far north. We'll be heating up today. 88 by noon at 94 degrees will be our afternoon high temperature.
Our top story this morning, a police report sheds new light on the mysterious disappearance and death of an Athens woman.
We do want to warn you, the details are disturbing. Molly Oak has the latest on the case.
59-year-old Debbie Collier was reported missing on September 10th. Her husband, who she lived with in their Athens home, told police he last saw Collier before they went to bed at 9 o'clock the night before. He told police the two don't sleep in the same room because he snores. The next day, he told them he got up and left for work, saying her vehicle was there. The next afternoon, Collier's daughter got a Venmo transfer from her mom for more than $2,300. It came with a message saying, in part, quote, "They're not going to let me go." Then on Sunday, September 11th, her rental van was tracked to a rural area near Tallulah Falls. Down a ravine more than an hour away from her home, her body was found, partially naked and set on fire, her hands gripping a small tree. That was a week and a half ago. No word yet if this is a homicide. Back to you.
Time now, 6:50. Sticking with your 11 minutes of nonstop news.
Atlanta police are trying to track down the driver they say shot two people along the downtown connector. Now, police say this looks like what boiled down to road rage. The victim accidentally cut off another driver on the highway. Then the suspect pulled a gun and started shooting. The driver and a passenger were taken to the hospital, but they are expected to be okay. Police say the suspect got away in a silver SUV.
We're expecting to learn more today about the investigation of a deadly shooting that has music executive Shaka Zulu facing murder charges. Attorneys for Zulu, whose real name is Ahmed Obafemi, will join a press conference this morning. His attorney says they'll be giving an update on their investigation into the June attack that left their client shot. Two others were also shot. One of them died.
Fire officials say historic building in Coweta County is likely a total loss. A fire burned at the Heirloom Market Company and bake shop for hours last night. Now, crews are still there this morning putting out hot spots. The fire's cause is still under investigation. Locals who've lived there for decades say they are devastated.
The fight over medical marijuana continues 7 years after Georgia legalized its use. It still cannot be grown here, meaning people who need it have to get it from out of state. The state awarded 2 growing licenses yesterday, which some see as a very small step forward. Still, dozens of other growers hoping to get licenses were left out. Some are now battling it out in court, saying the approvals did not follow the law and were politically motivated. Today marks 116 years since the 1906 Atlanta massacre. Dozens were killed when a white mob descended on black communities south and west of downtown. Jerry Carnes has more on how the city is commemorating this ugly part of its history.
It all began right here in 5 Points 116 years ago today. An angry lynch mob spent 3 days attacking black businesses and communities in Atlanta. Members of the Fulton County Remembrance Coalition are among those who will take time this week honoring those who died. Remembrance markers will be placed in 3 areas invaded by the lynch mob, including 5 Points, an area of southeast Atlanta once known as Brownsville, and East Point. Descendants of families who lived in the areas that came under attack say it is important to remember and try to understand the reasons behind the hatred and resentment that led to the attacks.
It is 6:56. We are learning more about payments rolling out to those enrolled in statewide benefit programs. Yesterday, we told you about the $350 going into bank accounts. However, we have now learned the funds are going into virtual gift cards. We heard from many of you that the cards are not working. The Department of Human Services is offering some guidance. It says your card may be declined if the merchant doesn't accept digital cards. Also, make sure the cashier runs it through as a debit transaction in the store, which requires a PIN. And if you try to use the virtual cards to buy something online, DHS says it's important to enter the name and address of the person's name that appears on the card and the name of the person listed in Gateway. The first payments begin rolling out this week to those of you who have email listed as your contact preference. If you've checked both email and U.S. mail in your contacts, those payments start next week.
You may be looking forward to the life of an empty nester, but more parents are ending up on the hook for their adult kids long after they move out. Coming up on the Today Show, from rent to health insurance, an in-depth look at how parents are financially helping out their adult children.
Well, you got plans this afternoon, maybe a little shopping, right? Got to go to the grocery store, pick up some items. Well, it won't be too bad. It will be warm, though. You're looking at 88 degrees by then. We'll have the sunshine around, but clouds will start to thicken up on us as we head into the afternoon thanks to the heat. 94 degrees, our forecast high temperature for today. We'll be dropping back down to about 85 degrees by 6 o'clock with the clouds sticking around. Look for it to be a bit breezy as well with those northwest winds, about 14 miles per hour. Better looking day tomorrow. You're looking at an 11-line day. My pick for the week, 82 degrees for the high. We'll stay in those low 80s for Saturday. And then the next best chance of rain comes to us by Sunday late afternoon.
So pretty. All right, you won't be with us tomorrow, so happy birthday tomorrow.
Happy birthday.
Enjoy. Hope you all
60
enjoy the day. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Today's show's next. We'll see you back here in the morning. Have a great day.
60, right?